Hello and welcome to watch the new episode of Case Digital. This time the story is quite unusual. It's about business-to-business case study that won the Grand Prix award in Cannes Lions. That doesn't happen too often. It's about email automation software called MailChimp, and this was essentially the first advertising campaign they ever conducted. And the first one was an immense success.
Saying hi to the world with not one, not two, but 9 uniquely engaging experiences. They were all very different, but had one thing in common. They all kinda sounded like MailChimp. And they designed a paid search campaign so that no matter which experience piqued your interest, you'd find your way back to MailChimp. First, they caught the attention of cinema-goers when they released 3 short films in theaters nationwide. Mailshrimp, Jailblimp, and Kalelimp. Then they turned their attention to the music world. They made WhaleSynth, a real musical instrument made entirely out of whale noises, and put together ValeHim, a musical collaboration between Dev Hynes and Brendan Cook that spawned a hit single and a sexy interactive music video. They gave nail art influencers a worldwide platform to battle for the ultimate title of Nail Champ, created hair and beauty trends like the male crimp and snail primp that were so ridiculous they actually caught on,
Snaily,
and invented fail chips, an actual snack food made from crushed potato chips. They dropped amazing things into every part of culture.
And here's one fun fact about this campaign according to Dan Shelford from Droga5, who created this campaign. He told us that it was the first time he ever experienced a client who asked the agency to make the logo smaller. It's usually the other way around. MailChimp just didn't want the branding to be too aggressive.
Rolling Stone and Pitchfork featured ValeHim on their front pages and raved about them within hours of their release, leading to nearly 2 million streams. French Vogue, Paper Magazine, and The New Yorker couldn't get enough of the hottest hair trend, the male crimp. WhaleSynth hit the big time with industry insiders like experimental rock god Brian Eno. NailChamp had an audience of over 1 million nail art fans. And then they gave away over 200,000 bags of fail chips, infiltrating foodie culture and inspiring recipes from famous chefs. You see, MailChimp knew that to reach a very specific audience, the most direct path isn't always the most obvious one. They also knew that if you made something unique enough for that audience, they'd search for it and make their way back to MailChimp, where the brand's message was clear. Doing things your way isn't really just more fun, it's good business.
And here are some lessons according to Dan Shelford from Droga5. He told us that the client was extremely brave to use the approach of virtually non-branding, because very often the clients want the brand to be pushed, and this time the branding was really subtle and it paid off, because the users, the viewers, enjoyed the content the brand was creating, and in exchange they actually started to love the MailChimp brand even more. Lesson number 2 is that if you buy Google AdWords, you can be creative too. In this case, MailChimp invented some really absurdly sounding names, such as NailChamp. But these names actually are really cheap to buy. If you want to buy premium words from Google, they become really expensive. And finally, it's also an interesting example of how to use influencers in marketing, because although the decision makers who buy email marketing software are usually business owners, MailChimp approached creative class because these are the people who influence the business owners, and business owners ask advice from those people.
How the internet works.